So you already know the Instagram algorithm changes like the weather, and staying on top of the latest changes gives you a huge advantage and helps you grow faster. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you the latest Instagram algorithm changes that you need to be aware of and take advantage of while they're still working. Let's do this. So first, photos, they matter again. So many people had complained that only Reels were being pushed. Instagram heard you. They even said publicly that they were pushing Reels way too hard, and they've now fixed that by making photos and Reels be distributed far more evenly. So what this means for you is that you should actually be posting static content as well as Reels, and not simply just Reels like so many people told you to do, and really Instagram even told you to do. But with this change, you want to be strategic with the static content that you're actually posting, because you want to be making static content that promotes people spending a lot of time on your content. That's going to help you get it pushed as far as possible. So to do this, if it's a single static post, make sure there's a ton of value within that post, and also make sure it's supported with a caption that people will actually want to read, and they'll get more value from reading. And especially if your caption is a long caption, start it with an amazing tagline and make the goal of that caption for you as the writer to get them to want to read just the next line. If you write from that point of view, you're gonna write a way better caption that actually keeps people captivated so they can get the value that you're trying to bring them through that post. And another amazing way to maximize the amount of time people are spending on your static posts is to post carousels. You can get super creative here with posting carousel content, and the goal here is to get them to swipe all the way through. So just like your caption, be thoughtful about what you're including where. Make sure that the first slide is really captivating, because that's gonna hook people in, and make sure there's a huge reason to go to the next slide after each one. And while Instagram does give you up to 10 slides, I would recommend using around 5 to 7, because anything more than that does become quite a bit. And if you can deliver the same value in less, let's say 3 to 5, that's even better. But static content matters again on Instagram, and I'm all here for it. The next algorithm change that you need to take advantage of is co-posting. Instagram almost silently launched this feature a little while back, and it's kind of slept on by most people. But those that are taking advantage of this feature are getting a ton of results. So in a nutshell, what this feature does is if you do a co-post with someone, it is posted like a normal piece of content for both you and the person you're collaborating with or co-posting with. So this gives you a huge opportunity to reach two audiences with one piece of content. And for both of you, it shows up on your page as a normal piece of content that you would have posted anyways. You can easily go find a ton of creators with a similar audience size to you and a similar type of audience or a complementary audience and approach them to do a co-post. As creators or business owners, you always want to get more content out there. So if it makes sense for both sides, people are going to say yes. And this is an extremely easy, no-brainer way to reach an entirely new audience. So stop sleeping on this feature, because it is working like crazy, especially for those that actually put a little bit of thought into this and think about the audiences that they would be reaching with their collaborative content. And to get more of these co-posts, be thoughtful with your outreach. Think about the piece of content that you would create for that co-post and why it makes sense for the person you're trying to collaborate with. Lead with value, and you're gonna get way more yeses. The next piece you need to be aware of is the importance of trending sounds on Instagram. Instagram wants you to be using trending sounds. It's plain and simple. And they're even telling you which sounds are trending by having a little arrow and even saying trending sound. So if you see that and you can work it into your content, absolutely do so. It's a mindless way to get another piece of content out there that is far more likely to reach a wider audience. So absolutely take advantage of trending sounds. And if you need help finding trending sounds for your content, we made a video completely dedicated to that, and I've linked it in the card above. But make sure to use trending sounds when you can and when it makes sense for your content. It's gonna help the content get pushed even further. And Instagram will actually give some alerts to trending sounds. Like here's an example from Instagram for Business, and they literally told people to go use this sound. And if Instagram says that about any sound or trend, they're going to push that content. So take advantage of that low-hanging fruit that will help you reach more of your target people. The next algorithm piece you need to be thinking about is the kind of content you're creating and how to make it work for you. So with your goal of creating content to reach a mass audience, you have to create content that actually can reach and appeal to a mass audience. A ton of people are making Reels, which can go viral, but they're not creating viral content. And what I mean by that is understanding that a viral piece of content is top of funnel. It is a broad audience. Naturally, if something goes viral, it has to reach a broad audience. So if you don't make content that can appeal to a broad audience, it can't go viral. It just simply can't. There are so many creators and pages out there making pieces of content that maybe have an audience of 5 or 10,000 people max, and they're expecting it to reach hundreds of thousands or millions. It's just not possible. And that's not to say that that's a problem where you shouldn't make content that can only appeal to a smaller audience size, but understand that if you're trying to reach a mass audience, you have to create content that's in alignment with that. So definitely keep going deeper for your core audience, but when you're trying to reach a mass audience, try to broaden the scope of the content that you're covering, making it as universally interesting and valuable as possible for the kind of people you're trying to reach. And ask yourself before you post it, what is the reason for this post? If it's trying to go viral, is there even a potential audience that would allow it to go viral? Too few people are asking themselves that question, and if they did, they'd be far less angry with the result of their content, because you typically get what there is to be had. So think about it before your next next post. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest algorithm changes and all the best tactics to grow on social media, this channel is for you. I post weekly free content to help you do just that. So hit that little subscribe button and the bell button so we can hang out every single week. We're gonna have a blast. This last algorithm change is a game changer. So when you're creating content, if you do everything we've talked about to this point, your content's gonna get pushed to a broad audience, or at least to more people. But you can take that a step further by making the people that see your content, because Instagram pushed it to them, share the content. So basically, even if you have a post go viral because Instagram pushed it, it can go to a whole nother level if the people who see it also share it with other people. So you can basically double hack the algorithm by creating shareable content. So what I want you to think about to take advantage of this is think about the things that you share with people. It's usually funny, super valuable, super relatable, super specific to that person. Those are the elements that make it highly shareable. If you create shareable content, that's gonna help you get to so many more people. And if it's done in a targeted way, your content basically becomes a magnet for more of the same kind of people. So provide as much value as possible and think about the things that you would share and work those elements into your content. So that way, not only is Instagram pushing your content, but also the people they've pushed it to. So you're getting both the force and taking full advantage of the algorithm distribution that's out there. These things can really compound when you're thinking about it from the beginning, and then you create the content that can actually give you that end result. Those are the latest algorithm changes. As more come in, I will make more videos. And as I mentioned, if you do need some help with finding trending sounds, this video right here is completely dedicated to helping you do that. So go ahead and click this. I will see you over there and we'll find some trending sounds. Peace.